Good afternoon. We are joined by head coach Ben Buys. Coach, thanks for joining us today.
No, thank you for having me.
Hey, back-to-back Metro champions, 8-3 overall record this year, participating in the American Division Championship Bowl. Tell me, give me a quick recap of this year, and also, would you consider this year being successful?
Yeah, it was the year was kind of crazy because I had just gotten hired here and they'd come off a really great season, and I think I got hired when we tried to put together staff and we were in spring ball within like a week. So it was kind of a condensed schedule and what everything looked like, and so that aspect was a little bit crazy. I think on the field, you obviously always want to win every game, and I'm a competitive person. I'll be the first one to say, I'm never going to be a happy person when you lose a game,
Mm-hmm.
but to be able to put together an 8-3 record, go to a bowl game, win our league, I think, you're looking at a program that's continuing to build a foundation of greatness for the future. So,
Sure.
Obviously some things that we can get back, but at the same time, it's part of the growth of the program and growth of the culture that we want to do. And, I firmly believe that this is another step in the right direction to being a championship caliber football team every single year we come out there, and being one of the premier places to be in Southern California when
Mm-hmm.
it comes to junior colleges. So, the losses hurt, but there's a lot of learning from it. So I think our culture, our team, the foundation is all going in the right direction to have something pretty special here.
Absolutely. Speaking of greatness, let's just take a quick minute to highlight some of the athletes that you had this year. 15 named to the all-conference team by the SCFA. We have to start with none other than Corey. Not only all-conference, but also co-offensive player of the year. Tell me about him, and do we know what's next for him yet? He's starting to get some looks now.
Yeah, I can't say enough about Corey, and I feel like I've spoken to 15 coaches this week about him, just saying the same thing, that he's one of those guys that when I first got here, everyone was like, hey, he's a dude. I'm like, yeah, I think he is. And then being around him on a daily basis and seeing the work that he puts in, I just felt like this summer he turned into a complete leader. There was a time in camp where he had a little bit of a soft tissue issue, so he missed a week of camp, and he was the guy that was coaching up the younger guys, making sure they knew the offense, making sure that every single step was right. So as far as a human being, as a leader, as a football player, I mean, he is a FBS caliber receiver. I know he's got a couple offers. He'll get some more looks, and
Sure.
He'll be playing college football next year. It'll be fun to kind of see where that all goes with him.
Absolutely. That's what makes coaching fun, right? And at the same time makes it somewhat easier because of the fact that you have players that don't lead by talking, but it sounds like that lead by example.
Yeah, he was an anchor what we were doing here this year for sure.
Yeah, we also have to name a couple of first team members: Julian Veramontes, Jeremiah Beck, Nathan Rodriguez, Nico Era, Lamar Gray, Ryan Stewart, Jose Washington, all named first team. Tremendous amount of first team members here, Coach. Did you know going to this position just how talented these players were?
Yeah, I think you always hope that there's talent, and then the great thing about junior college and being in the hotbed of Southern California talent is we can go and find it too. So,
Sure.
it was cool to see those guys develop, and even though some of those guys were all conference players last year, I think to see their tape from this year to last year, you saw great development. So I think it's really exciting. Yeah, I knew we had some talent, and I think we went out and found some more talent to surround it. And I think that's the standard going forward. Is you got a whole bunch of all conference players and guys that can get college scholarships, and that's what it's about. And I think with the amount of talent that we have in the area and the amount of opportunity that we have, I think it's a no-brainer that it should be like that every single year. But really, really proud of those guys. Proud of all those guys who made second team too, and just seeing the growth of all of them and rightly getting what they deserve. So.
Yes, and we've spoken about this before, regarding your program, your philosophy. It's not just about wins and losses, right? And especially at this level, it's about guiding and, in a sense, kind of nurturing these athletes into young men, right? Well, they're young men, but better men. Tell me, once they step on the campus of Chaffey, what do you want these players to become now, and also, of course, after they leave Rancho Cucamonga?
Yeah, our whole goal is we want to be a development program. And when I say development, it's not just you're going to be better on the football field. It's that you're going to leave here a better man, a better leader, someone who's going to make a difference, be a difference maker in the world. And so for me, I want them to walk out of here better men than when they came in.
Sure.
And I think we're on the right track with that, with the staff that we have around that is very developmentally minded. We're being a coach, we're more than just football. So, I think the staff has done a great job of surrounding these guys when trials happen and hard things happen, and when the struggles of life or grades or whatever happens, to surround these guys and help them grow and to become the men that are really going to make a difference. And our whole goal is to have them obviously go on to play college football, but beyond that,
sure,
10, 15 years from now, I always not joke, but I tell the kids I have a 10-year-old, a 7-year-old, and a 4-year-old boy. And I always say, if by the time they're in college, our society and world is a better place, it means that we're doing our job correctly, because we've got men of integrity,
sure,
men they're going to stand up and be difference makers in their community. And so, that's the whole goal of these guys coming through here for sure.
Hey, Coach, last question for you. Obviously, it's season's over, and now work continues, right? It never stops. As a football coach, I think some people have a notion of when season's done, everything kind of shuts down. No, it actually gears up, and I know you're out there, you're out on the road. If there's a player that's currently exploring programs in the area, why Chaffey? Tell us about why here. Tell us about, you talked about a little bit about the sports staff and also your coaching staff.
Yeah. I go on for days and days. I think this is the best place to be. But
yeah.
I think very simply, the way that we run things is we say we want to build champions and pursue championships. So the very bottom line that you're going to be is you're going to be in a personal relationship with the coaching staff and the players. And I tell these guys from the beginning, and junior college is different because we have guys who only here for 6 months, they're leaving on scholarship. Some here for 2, some for 3, if they red shirt or gray shirt. But, we want to build a culture that when they look at it and they leave here, they look back and they say, man, those are my guys. Chaffey is a place that I'm proud to represent when I leave here. Those guys on Sunday, when they say what school they're from, instead of saying University of Arkansas, say, Chaffey College is where I started. So I think building that relational community and having that relational capital inside the program, I think, is a big deal of something we do. And then pursuing championships, we want to win every time we step on the field, and that's the goal, and that's how we're trying to surround ourselves. So, what we tell the guys usually coming through here is when you're going to junior college, you want to go to a place where you can play, you can develop, and you can get out.
Sure.
I don't think there's a better opportunity. We look at our situation now, coming off season. I think we have 18 to 20 guys with scholarship offers right now. 3 of them with high-level Division I scholarships. We have 2 guys on our team who never played a snap of high school football that have scholarships to go play college football. So, the development aspect is big for us. And we're going to do everything we can to push guys out. We'll probably have 4 freshman qualifiers leave after a semester. And we're pushing those guys out. I don't want them to stay if they have an opportunity to get out. So I think being in an environment that's going to help you grow and develop, but also put the footwork in to develop you to get to that level. I think, with the staff we have here, with the support staff, with the athletics and all the support that we're starting to get in here, I think is an excellent place to, first of all, feel like home, feel like you have an extension of your family here. You have a brotherhood that you're proud to be a part of. And secondly, go to a place that you can grow and develop and get a scholarship and get out of here. So for me, again, very, very proud of the guys we have and looking at all the opportunities that are coming out of here. But I think it's a nod to everything that's going on here. And I think it's very sustainable. And it should be every year we're signing 20 to 25 guys out of here. And I'm excited for the future because I think that's what it's going to look like. So
absolutely. Well, Coach, thank you for your time again. And just to add to that a little bit, and having been around and watching the players go in and out of this facility, one of the things that I noticed is, the players want to be here. They want to improve. They want to get better. They want to get their opportunity. And sometimes you don't get that, especially during practice when it's hot out there, the dog days of camp. Whether it's preparing for the week, you get in different programs like, oh gosh, here's practice again. We're gonna do the same thing. But the thing that I noticed here again is that they want to be here. They want to be part of it. And I think the most important thing about that too is the camaraderie that these players have, not only with their teammates, but their coaches as well. They have personal relationships with them. They speak, they joke. And as you know, in any program, it's always the joking, right? The having fun with each other that creates those bonds, right? And then obviously when it's time to get to the serious stuff, hey, let's get to the serious stuff. So that's one thing I just wanted to add out there. Just the culture that, that you've created in your first year is just amazing to see, and looking forward to what you have in store for the second season.
No, for sure. It should be a lot of fun. We actually get a full season of off-season recruiting. So, hey, if you're out there, you want to be a part of Chaffey, you're a baller, just hit me up. Look on all the social media, Coach Ben Buys. Type it in there, hit me up. Let's get ready and rock and roll.
I love it, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thank you.